Hello everyone, Jawtooth again. Hey, guess what? We got an eastbound train. It's got grain cars on it today. I think there's about 4 covered hoppers for Winchester Ag on the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad, and they've got something to pick up out there. So this is gonna be pretty awesome. They haven't been shipping much grain out of there. I haven't seen any in quite a while. So this will be a good one. They're coming into Mount Orab right now, and the railroad crossing is right there, Route 68 High Street. And here they come right now, right on cue. Look at this, gates are going down. Should have 2 locomotives, some rock cars, and about 4 grain cars. The conductor's in that truck on the left. He's doing a roll-by inspection of the train. He'll get the switches and the gates and all the derails. Done the roll-by, said. All right, there you go. Eastbound empty train. And they've got 4 cars on there for the grain elevator in Winchester. Glad to see them shipping grain out there again. They just ship it as needed. All right, let's get them again somewhere. There they go. It's kind of turning into a tree tunnel, but at least in the fall and the winter, you can see the train a little bit over there. They're coming up on Kiblers right now. Getting ready to go behind Kiblers. And Kiblers was a customer. They were a customer up until maybe 15 years ago. Here's Kiblers right here. I used to watch Norfolk Southern set boxcars off, sometimes flat cars with lumber. They set them off over here at Kiblers for a siding. But the railroad siding at Kiblers had a problem with the frog on the switch. It needed replaced, and it was expensive to do. And also I think the ties were rotting out on the siding, so it just wasn't a safe track to operate on, so they stopped using it. It's too bad. That was a good customer. All right, let's go on up. But wait, there's more. There always is. Hey, guess where I'm at? Look at this. Gonna get the train coming over this bridge between Mount Orab and Sardinia. I don't think I've got this shot before, so this ought to be interesting. Wonder if they'll see me here. Cool, look at that. Is that awesome or what? right, there's a different angle of that. That was pretty cool. I think I counted 19 open hoppers and 4 covered hoppers for a total of 23 cars and 2 engines. That was pretty awesome. Great view from up there. But wait, there's more. We're in downtown Sardinia. Fire department just got to run for a brush fire. There goes a tanker. Oh, that truck's blocking it. That's a tanker truck pulling out of there. Sardinia Fire Department. There they go. You can see the back of them. And we got the train coming right now too. Downtown Sardinia. Everything's going on all at once.
I don't know yet. They just left out of the firehouse.
Got a flag on the back here today. Heard the conductor talking to the engineer, saying that they saw the fire trucks. They were just wondering what it was. It's a brush fire. Got another one of the, this might be the squad coming through this time. Let's have a look. See if we can see them. Yeah, there they are. It's a squad.
They're going towards 32 down by Tractor Supply.
There they go. And the train is headed eastbound, just now passing the Y. Downtown Sardinia, here at the Rock Auto Sales. That's a new auto sales. They just opened up recently, so I hope that they get some good business here. And there's the biggest buildings in Sardinia. That's the main intersection right there. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. We're going by Sardinia Y. Got 3 brand new rebuilt railroad crossings right here. Here's the first one. This is the west leg of the Y. Let's have a close look down that way. See, they're cutting the brush and everything back. Gonna get this thing open here one of these days. That'll be so awesome. Can't see because of glare. There's a couple old motors sitting there that aren't in use. All right, here's the second crossing. It's been completely rebuilt. It's a brand new section of track in the middle.
1348, all yours there, Pops. All right, 1348. Wayne, pick it up.
There's that. And then here's the third crossing. Oh, that's a conductor in that van up there too, by the way.
Hey, make sure you guys holler at me when you get back into the yard when you release the river so we can come back west.
Look at this, 2 tracks now instead of 1. Used to be a single track crossing. There you go. Nice and smooth too. Brand new crossing gates, lights, bells, the whole 9 yards. Replaced the old flashers that were there. Now you know. Downtown Sardinia. Alright, so I'm in downtown Winchester, Ohio right now. And they got some cars sitting on the grain spur. There's maybe a baker's dozen. And they got 4 cars to set off over here. So we're going to have some railroad switching going on here in Winchester. Finally shipping some stuff out by rail over here. The siding is way back over that way. There's some cars sitting on it right over there. You can just barely see that covered hopper car. That car's loaded with grain. So the train's coming right now. The gate should activate at any time. Here we go.
Plus 13. Can you do that on the fly? Lord have mercy. I think you'll still always be all the way out here on the main when we go all the way back there to get the rest of them on the lead right behind the grain silos. Give me 23, do 3 of them for this split, driver. 23.
That was the gates going back up. All right, let's see how they do this. This ought to be interesting. I haven't been over here in a long time when they switched the grain elevator siding.
10-1-0.
Anybody want a tomato? Got some bees in there. All right, so the siding's right over there to the left. Okay, we're getting ready to shove on to the grain spur. He's up and riding. Show you where the cars are at. The cutter cars are right there. Look at this old track in front of me. I'd like to have this. This is about the length of track that I need right there. You see it's got these end stoppers on it. That'd be cool to put that in my front yard.
4 nice and easy around the curve here. Can't see with all this brush. 4 nice and easy.
I'd put that in my front yard and have it cross the driveway. All right, here they come. Live action.
About 3.5 of them here this high.
3.5 to a tie.
Two of them.
That'll definitely shine up at that siding there.
Last one here. Last one.
About a half a car.
20, 10, that'll do it. 3 sets.
Cool.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
So you got 3-step right now. All right, so they're shoving back just a little bit to get off the crossing. Green elevator straight over that way. You can see part of it sticking up. All right, so they shove back far enough to where they're not blocking the crossing.
Go back in here.
All right, they're getting ready to shove back. They shove back about 5 car lengths. Releasing the brakes.
all lined up for the lead yard track here. Be about 3 to a tie here. All lined up, 3 to a tie.
3 to a tie.
About right.
They're hooking a couple cuts of cars together. Two more.
Last one here. Need a half car here, half. 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good. 3 step on that 12. You got 3 step on that 35, 12.
Wow, that's pretty smooth. Couple them together. There's the locomotives way down there.
Check all these tail cocks and brakes and make sure we're good before we drag them out.
See, they're still on the main.
Negative.
Got the big locomotive still on the main there. Getting ready to pull these cars out. Grain elevator has its own little switcher. It's a little black switcher.
Drag them out. We're over 3 switches. I just want to take it nice and slow.
I take it nice and slow over 3 switches.
No, not yet. Just when we do.
I think it's SW9. All right, they're getting ready to pull out.
These ladybugs are killing me.
Yeah, the ladybugs are bad. The ladybugs are bad. They'll bite you. I've been bit by them.
I'm up run.
There's the locomotives way up that way. Short line railroad switching. That's old rail too, 1920s rail. So it's about 100 years old. Yeah, it would be cool getting a drone shot of this train coming out of here.
We're clear 2, 3 switches, got about 4 more to clear that next one.
I'd like to have a drone, but you got to get licensed and all that.
switches here. Keep her nice and easy.
These grain cars are going to be heavy.
Clear the silo.
Here come all the grain cars. They are loaded. Let me. Yeah, that's the most grain they've pulled out in years. And there's the grain elevator right there. There's a house there on the left. It's in really bad shape, but there's a little road that dead ends right there at that house on the left. I have filmed there before. This is probably the best spot right here though. So they're going to come out onto the main and then reverse.
We'll take about 5 more to clear that switch here. I'm about 2 away from the B-rail. 5 more?
5 more to clear switch. They're getting ready to shove. They got to shove about 14 cars for a cut. He's up there where the main switch is. And then I'll show you where the siding comes off right over here. You can see it. And then it winds around that way to the right. The other track in the middle, they haven't used that in decades. So the grain elevator is way over that way. They've got 4 tracks in there for the grain elevator. a short track that they put the locomotive on, and then 3 long pieces. Here they come.
Give me 12, 1, 2, come here, over.
12 more cars to shove back.
Now, 6.
6 more. Half a car.
Sardinia down there, 3 steps. You weren't on that, were you? No. Drop 3 and a little slack here.
Drop 3 step, need a little slack.
This is the halfway mark.
Alright, there you go. Cut the air.
3, clear switch.
Got to pull up 3 car lengths to clear switch up there.
2 now. Last one here. Need a half. 20. 10. That'll do it.
All right, so they're shoving back onto the Winag lead.
3.
Kind of a bad spot. Can't see here.
The last one here. Half of that. Time to get me down now, do it. Watch it now. 3 step on.
All right, got 3 step. All right, so now they're making the cut and they're pulling ahead.
3 to clear. 2. One more now.
So it looks like they set one of these cars back
Half.
Huh.
That'll do when you use it now.
So they did. They set one car back in on the Winag lead, and they still got, what about the Baker's dozen? That would be 13 out here on the main. So it looks like he's going to couple back up here.
Main double. Start me off 4 here to tie.
4 to a tie. That tree branch is in the way. Sorry about that. All the leaves are falling.
3.
I was actually raking leaves in my yard today.
Cars. The last one here. Need a half. 20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3-step on it.
Cool. 3-step. All the cars are stretched down that way. A lot of brush here, it's just kind of hard to see. So the other car's right over there, you can see the wheels from it. Right there. All right, so they're going to back up, I think. They dropped 3-step. I don't know where I can stand where you can see anything.
You got light gauge back there.
Here, I'll get over here. Coming back. Let's get around this brush somehow. There we go.
We got 10 more of them.
Five more. I just don't want to get right up on the guy and put his face on the camera. I want to be respectful. 3 more. Hey, here's those barcodes. See right there?
Half. 20. 10. That'll do with 3-step.
That'll do. And do 3-step. Gonna make a cut right over here. See, the covered hoppers are right where he's at, right there. And then the rock hoppers are obviously right behind that. Next to where I'm at is all rock hoppers. Cuts made, pulling ahead.
Line 3 to clear.
2 more.
Last one.
Okay, he's going to switch the track. They're going to shove back onto the Winchester spur. All right, let's get a little bit closer.
Winchester lead, double back 3-4 tie.
3-4 tie. So there's the cars, and there comes the train. We'll tie these together.
3.5. 20. 10. 5 out of 2.
All right, got 3-step. The engines are way up that way. All right, they're going to shove back about 4.5 to clear it. Three and a half. Half a car. That'll do. Putting the derail back on. They're going to pull back onto the main and shove back again. All right, coming onto the main now.
20, 10, that'll do it.
Now he's lining the track for the main again. I'm going to come back and shove onto these cars.
Fly like wing the main, double check, back 3 by that.
Oh. All right, so they got 3 steps. They're coupling them up. But wait, there's more. There always is. Here we go. Heading east again. Got the whole train put back together. Now, it's what they do to get on the other side. They'll have to take these all the way to Mount Zion. That's just a couple miles east of here. They got a passing track. They can run the engines around to the other end of the train that way. They'll probably just leave these cars. That's cool. All kinds of live action here. Blue line. I like this Clemmy car. I got the same one in HO scale. This one right here. All right, there you go. So there should be about 5 cars over there, because they just now dropped off 4, and they had one they had to cut out of the middle of all those cars, put it back in there. The grain elevator will come out with their little SW9, and they'll couple on those cars and bring them in. They got their own locomotive. I've got their locomotive in a bunch of my videos, mainly my older videos, because they don't really run it out here very often like they used to. Number 152, they bought it from National Railroad Equipment out of Illinois a few years back, maybe 12 years ago, something like that. Because they used to lease it before then. They leased it for years over here. Then, when this line closed down, it was closed for almost a year. They took that locomotive away from the grain elevator, and it sat over at Hudamaki and also Afton Yard for nearly a year. Then when this part of the line reopened, they bought that locomotive from National Railroad Equipment, and they brought it back in here. I got videos of them taking it out and bringing it back in. So I do have a lot of videos of it, so check those out. I've got a video of it one time. It was pulling a huge string of cars out of there, and it was spinning, the wheels were spinning. I actually caught some of the grass on fire. Well, there you go. Some railroad switching in Winchester, Ohio. Thanks for watching. If you got time, check out another one of my videos. Every review helps my channel. See you later. There's the date on the rail, 1924. OH means open hearth method. And this rail is rolled by Carnegie, most of it. Some of it is Steelton. So 1924. About probably 100-pound rail, maybe a little less than that. All right, here's how you can see the difference in the size of the rail. This is the main line rail, dated 1971, 6 dashes, that's June, Bethlehem, Lackawanna, and that's a 132-pound rail right there. 132 pounds per yard. So compare this to the rail that's on that spur for Win Ag. Whoa.